Alright, so let's get into depth about light exposure and what you can do to control light exposure in maintaining the production of melatonin and such. So, if you remember, light in the morning is very important to regulate the melatonin and serotonin production within the body, right? A previous lecture, we showed you the graph of how light is influencing the production of this hormone. So again, a lack of sunlight promotes the production of melatonin, which makes us tired. And plenty of sunlight also lowers the production of melatonin and increases the production of serotonin. So, to stress it even more, light exposure is a great way of influencing the production of the hormones that make you feel sleepy or alert and energetic. So what I recommend to do is as early in the morning to get as much sunlight as possible. So after you woke up, go outside, open up the drapes or whatever, but expose your body to natural sunlight because it is so powerful to lower the melatonin levels and make you feel more awakened and energetic in the morning, rather than waking up in a dark room where melatonin levels are quite high and you might still feel very sleepy and have a hard time waking up. Also, the serotonin levels, which is a hormone that is related to feeling energetic, is being increased in production when sunlight hits your skin. But do note that it is not just about hormones. It also has to do with your body temperature. Studies suggest that bright lights in the evening result in higher body temperatures. And since we were talking about we need to maximize our oscillation in the temperature drop of our body temperature in order to gain this deep sleep, if you have bright lights in the evening that result in higher body temperatures, then there is a way more smaller temperature drop, and therefore you have less deep sleep. So light has to do with your hormone production for sure, but also with your body temperature, which is crucial in order to get deep sleep. So what can you do to improve on this? Well, first of all, it's very important to get that sunlight. So what I would recommend you is that you schedule at least a 15-minute walk during the day. Because if you're in the office, there's not the natural daylight coming in. So it's very important to just expose yourselves at least 15 minutes a day by walking outside. You can do this after lunch or whatever fits in your schedule, but make sure you are conscious about getting the amount of sunlight every day. Another thing you can do is open the drapes as soon as you get up in the morning to get the sunlight in your room and get rid of the dark room that you are in. Because again, if you are waking up in a dark room, there is an absence of light which increases your melatonin production. So the chances of you waking up super sleepy are more likely. And if nothing of that helps, and during the winter times it can be still quite dark in the morning and also in the evenings, then a bright light box might be a solution for you. These light boxes are at the same lux levels as sunlight, so they really try to resonate that same effect of daily sunlight, even if you're at your desk. So this might be something that you could consider if you feel like you're not able to get enough sunlight in the place that you are living. Another thing that I see a lot of people do wrong is that they wear sunglasses in the morning. And if you don't know, shades can block 20 to 90% of the sunlight that enters your eyes, encouraging melatonin production. So in the morning, do not wear those sunglasses because it will it will increase your melatonin production and make you less awake. So avoid using sunglasses in the morning and evening. Another easy thing that you can do is move your workspace near a window so that even if you're working on a computer or whatever it is, you obtain daily sunlight in your daily work. So this is what it is that you can do in the morning and during the day to maximize your exposure to light. Next up, we will talk about what you can do to maximize the exposure, or minimize, the exposure of light in the evening. Because again, by minimizing light exposure in the evening, you increase the production of melatonin. So let's talk about that now. Light is not only a good thing during the day, it can be a bad thing too, especially before you're trying to fall asleep. Electronic screens are evil. How many of us take our phones and iPads or whatever it is to our bedroom, and while we are laying on our pillow looking through our feed of Facebook or Instagram feed, or watching a latest Netflix movie? Well, the exposure to blue light from the screens of common electronic devices can inhibit your melatonin production, because the blue light basically fakes your brain of it thinking that it is during the day, that it is morning, that the sun is out, whereas your body should be thinking that it is night and time to fall asleep. So this is a very, very easy way to ruin your sleep, just by getting your phone into your bedroom. There were even studies conducted where they, during the night, pointed a laser pointer on the knee of a person, and even that laser pointer influenced their sleep, right? So that's how you can see that light can be bad too. And of course, it's not always possible to avoid screens in the evening, especially in the winter. You might want to watch Netflix or work on your email or whatever. But be conscious about that the blue light is harmful for your sleep. And luckily, there are tools now that can help you out with that. So personally, I use the Flux software. I will put a link down below. And this basically filters all the blue light from your screen, right? This is a great way to still use your devices when it becomes dark without harming your eyes or thinking that it is day. And please also avoid the use for 1 to 2 hours before sleep. And if the software is not something you may want to use, you can also try to have blue light filtering glasses. These are easily obtainable nowadays in all sorts of stores. So you do not need the software. The glasses themselves filter out all the blue light. So be conscious about light, about the value of it during the day, but also about how bad and how harmful it can be during the night.